Before starting this video, if you're not familiar with the No Leads Left Behind system, it might make a lot of sense to click on this video and understand what our whole 9-step process is. Once you know that, this video will make a lot more sense. But if you have, then let's just get to it. In the previous video, we talked about assessing your operations, which is step 1 out of 9 of the No Leads Left Behind system. That is the first step of the process, and if you haven't seen it already, you can click on the link here and take a look at it in detail. In this video, we're going to talk about the second step of our 9-step process, which is called audit your tech stack. One of the main standout features of the No Lead Left Behind system is that it's a bespoke, done for you service. And obviously, we can't do it for you if you already don't know what your tech stack is. We want the system to come in place in a way that it can work with your existing system and you don't have to change a lot of things just to accommodate this. Hi, my name is Ahmed and I help small medium businesses automate their customer support with AI. The 5 main things we're going to do at this step are your lead flow assessment, your ticket flow assessment, your integration readiness review, your scheduling software walkthrough, and your credentials and documentations walkthrough. These steps help us get into the weeds of your system and see how your business and the software work together, what are the integration gaps in the software, and where all can we integrate the No Leads Left Behind system into your existing workflows and software. So let's start with the lead flow assessment. We walk through your whole lead flow process, starting from when the customer first touches your business up until the point when they become your customer. We go through all of the activities that your team does throughout this process so that we know exactly where the automation opportunities are and how AI can help you in the lead flow process. We measure metrics like daily opportunities landing into your business, how they are divided across lead sources, what is your drop-off rate at different steps of the funnel, and how you finally convert that lead into a customer. Measuring and documenting all of these numbers helps us quantify where your business stands today, and it helps us set a baseline for your business so that when we implement AI, we can start improving from that number. Up next is ticket flow assessment. Obviously, a huge number of inquiries that come to your business might just be complaints, inquiries about your business, small little questions about your service, or maybe even your availability times. All of these are categorized as tickets, and we walk through exactly how you handle these tickets in your business. And we dive deep into your process to figure out what happens to a customer when they first ask you an inquiry up until the point when it is answered and resolved. We spectate as you show us how you do that in different parts of your business. We review your whole process, including the people, the processes, and the technology that is involved to service your customer whenever they ask you an inquiry. We also review your metrics like the volume, the type of tickets, the resolution rates, and the escalation rates in your ticket flow process. Understanding how your ticket flow process works with your existing tech stack, again, tells us what are the opportunities for improvement and how our AI systems can integrate into them without changing a lot of things in your day-to-day operations. Quite a few times, small medium businesses don't really have ticket flow software or processes, and they're just doing it at an ad hoc basis. They're not measuring how many tickets are coming in, how many are getting resolved, and how many are maybe pissing off customers. So yeah, if you already have something, we help dissect it, but if you don't, then you don't have to worry about it because we'll be installing it in your system. But if you don't have to worry about it because we'll be installing that in your customer support function as part of the No Lead Left Behind system. Up next is the scheduling software walkthrough. If you're an appointment-based business, scheduling might be a super important part of it. Think of it as like your salons, your nail spas, your pet grooming stores, or even doctors and dentists. So if you're using any scheduling software, we go through all of your scheduling process in detail. We figure out where you're dropping conversions, what are your no-shows like, what are cancellations and reschedules like, and if your software even supports all of that. If it does, that's great. If it doesn't, again, you don't have to worry about it because we'll be installing this as part of the No Leads Left Behind system. Now, I've already mentioned to you one of the main standout features of the No Leads Left Behind system is it's a done-for-you service and it's super specific to your use case. So it's bespoke, it's custom, it's nothing off the shelf. So once we've gone all of your technology stack and all of your operations, the next activity we do is the integration readiness review. In my experience, small medium businesses are using multiple softwares for different parts of their operations. Most of the times they don't talk to each other. So in the integration readiness review, we score every single software on how ready it is for integration, how easily it can talk to other softwares and the AI agent that we're going to build, and what are the bottlenecks or maybe roadblocks in this process. The integration readiness review tells us which parts of your software are eventually going to become a roadblock and what are the alternatives if we need to do an optimal deployment. And the final activity in this step is your credentials and documentations requirements. Think of it as access to all of your current softwares, the credentials, the accesses that we need, access to any additional software that we need for this, including error reporting software, booking software. Think of it as access to all of your current software, getting all of the accesses that we need, getting all of the documentation against all of those tools. It will also include access to the software that we'll eventually need to deploy the No Leaves Left Behind system. Think of it as your AWS or GCP access to logging or monitoring tools, access to error reporting tools, and access to SMS or email sending tools if that's needed. So once we get all of these accesses, we document it in a single place so that we never have to bother you again. And once this is done, then we're ready for the next step of the process, which is access resources, which we'll cover in another video that I'll just link here. So what do you get at the end of this step? You get a detailed gap analysis report, including all of your documentation, visualization of your ticket flow, your lead flow, where things are dropping off, where optimizations are possible. You also get a report on where your current technology stack is versus the benchmark in your industry. And we also pinpoint all of the limitations that your current software has if it needs to deploy the No Leaves Left Behind system. So what do you get at the end of this whole step? Number one, you get a whole audit of your technology stack that is supporting your customer support function. You get reports on if your technology stack is outdated, if it doesn't have the right capability to integrate, and also where you stand compared to the benchmark in your industry. In the same report, we tell you all of the gaps that are there in your workflows that AI can address. And we also recommend workflow improvements that you can do in your process, which can either be done with AI or maybe your team moving forward, so that your customer support function is operating at a saner and at an optimal level. So that was step 2 of the No Leaves Left Behind system, which is a 9-step process in which we automate your customer support, follow-up, and scheduling with AI. If you're interested to know more, you can click on this link here, which will take you through our whole process in detail. But if you're somebody that wants to take action and you want to solve this right now, click on the link in the description below and schedule a free 15-minute discovery call with me to see if you can be a good fit for the No Leaves Left Behind system.